hello, hello, hello. Faker, love you, man. You're the goat. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk about Angela and Tim. Timmy boy. I need to remove it. There you go. So yeah, Timmy boy, Timmy boy, Timmy boy. Yeah, something's not adding up with you. So let's get to it.
Mentally checked out that I don't even know how to really answer that question.
You're gonna see
I'm
him
just
there.
it's it seems like the closer I get to a paycheck start to come in, the more stuff is just piling up on top of me that I've got to take care of.
Timmy boy, why are you're getting bigger and bigger every day?
And of course, the room is the number one thing. Hey, Abundance, how are you doing? Abundance says hi,
Hey.
Mister, Mister and Queen Lady. She cracks me over that. Hey, Carrie, it's guys, I can't catch a break. I can't.
Hey John.
I can't get 5 minutes to catch my breath. It's hey, cat spotting. The list just seems like it gets worse and worse and worse. Yeah, I'll work here in just a little while. Well, actually, a few hours, not just a little while. So I'll work till close tonight. Um, Top of the list of what's wrong is I don't have enough for the room for tomorrow. Let me just, I'm gonna get the whole list out of what's
Tell me. Tell me your little
my
story.
daily worry. Um, First and foremost, it's always the room. I know paychecks are going to start coming in and things are going to start easing up, but it's like I need several paychecks before it's eased. It's the room every day. It's my wife's health. It's uh, we had a flat tire not too long ago, and I'm running on the spare right now, so I need at least a used tire to put back on there to put on the car. Um, Tie rod on the car has been bad and it can pop anything. Uh, I need tags for my car.
I watched the list.
Well, there was something else too when I was naming off the list of things. It's,
So you're saying that you need the hotel room, you need a tire, a used tire, and tags. Are you driving illegally?
oh, the phones are off tomorrow.
Oh, and the phones. You know, hey Rob, Mexican homie did one of is it Mexican homie or All for one of those two, said that um they were bringing up a list that they don't beg about in tags and what else? Tags and cell phones is not on that list. He keeps begging about. He's not gonna stop begging. There's always gonna be somebody, John.
It's just not sleeping. God bless, not sleeping is catching me pretty rough this week too.
I don't see any bags under your eyes, so I'm pretty sure you're sleeping very well.
And I say this week and it's only Monday, but y'all know what I mean. Like the weeks just days just run together.
Well, right now he's begging for like what, 60 something dollars for the hotel room, but he's putting a list of well, he needs tires, his tie rods. He needs to put tags on his car, and his cell phone's being disconnected at midnight tonight.
You know, trying to make sure we keep a room. Uh, Phones, like for both our phones, is like $80. I think that's what I've seen on the. Okay,
Unless he's on a kind of like a pay as you go plan, they're not going to disconnect your phone for $80. That's $40 each phones.
option to pay it for the 12. It's like $80. But I can't even concentrate on the phones because I've got to concentrate on the room. It's like I need $70 for the room.
I
And
so agree
until
with
I
that.
get us back on our feet, yes, I am pet dogs. I need help every day. I'm struggling trying to get to that first good paycheck. Fur Baby does have plenty of food and plenty of treats. She's got over a half a bag of food, and that lasts her forever because she's small. And she's got plenty of treats.
What's funny is that you don't hear the dog. You don't hear the dog bark or whine because dogs do bark, and I never heard a dog bark.
Food for us and food for her is actually the two things I don't have to worry about at this moment. So it's just, yeah, Ron, here in a few hours I'm gonna head in. I gotta close tonight. I just, yeah. Hey, Lauren, thank you for the heartening, Lauren. Ron, it just, the everyday, I just named off the list of stuff that's on me today. And it's just like, it seems like the closer I get to starting to get paychecks, the more stuff is just getting piled on.
That's called adulthood.
So you're fine. You're fine. It's like, of course, Angela's health. Our room, our phones are about to be off. I'm gonna have to get a tire for the car. The tire ride's liable to pop any day now. I mean, it's just we're living on a prayer with the tire ride. Tags. I'm gonna have to have tags. And my blood pressure is up and down. My mental state is shot. I have no mental health. It's gone.
All of that is what normal people worry about. Like their bills, rent, mortgage, electricity cost, or water bill, everything. That's a normal thing for people to worry about. You think I worry about my cell phone bill, my internet bill, my rent? If I'm going to be able to afford groceries next week? There's something called budgeting.
You know. And as I'm sitting here talking, I get the message from Straight Talk. Your plan ends today. So at midnight today, the phones are off. So guess I do get paid Friday, but it's like the closer I get to being paid, the worse things are getting. I don't understand it. It's like
Like I said, Tim, that is part of being an adult.
I agree with you on that one. Then add homeless to that mix, and you've got my life. Besides the internet, so life has done stomp me into the ground. It is. It's just I don't know how it doesn't. It just never gets better. It's like it just never gets better. And no matter how hard you try, no matter what you do, it never gets better.
But is it me that it looks like his face grew bigger since the last time, since my last live about him?
Angela's been trying to keep me in a good mood all day. I've definitely swung into a bad mood today.
I agree with you, Asia. He needs to rough it. I don't think that they never roughed it, especially her, Angela. I wouldn't see her living in a tent. I did it for about a week. My ex and I, we moved to another a province and our apartment wasn't ready. The people who lived in it left it a huge mess and they had repairs to be done. So they had to do it. And then I did. My ex and I, thank God it was summer, we went and bought a tent and some camping equipment and we camped at a campsite for a week. Me and him and a cat.
I'm so freaking tired, guys.
Yeah, it's called reality. We roughed it and we made it. We broke up not too long after, but that's a different story. He moved to a rooming house. I moved to another rooming house. That's how, you know. Then a friend of mine had a room for rent. So I did, and I stayed with her. Yeah, they don't give a flying now.
Oh, I didn't even share the uh,
Yeah, we had to do what we have to do to get ahead. I got lucky because I made friends, and one of them wanted me to be a roommate with her daughter, so I moved in with her daughter, and I went from a rooming house to living with her daughter, and from her daughter, I just decided, you know what, this is not. I don't want to live with the teenagers, so I just found another place to live, and I had a roommate. That's it.
this is what I was missing on the list. Tomorrow night will be the last night we can stay here for a few days because they've got a 28-day rule. So we have to check out of this hotel for a little while. I don't know which one we're going to go to because can't afford the $200 a night ones. You know, you guys have been helping us get through this. You know, I don't know. So we add that on top of the list. Like, okay, I get tomorrow covered, but there's no option for Wednesday because we've got to check out Wednesday for a few days and come back. So it's like, I don't know what we do Wednesday.
Tim, I could probably see him. He could rough it, but Angela, no, she's too much of a princess to do it.
I don't know what we do Thursday. I don't know. Oh, they do that to just about every live, I do believe. That's my only hope that I have, Lauren, and I'm not going to hope on that much because it seems like every time I hope or look forward to something, it doesn't happen. So, but I'm sorry. I'm so down today, guys. It's just
No, it shouldn't.
I just really feel like I don't have a reason to even look up. How will that be the only choice we have if we have to stay in the car? But then it puts my wife's health in jeopardy because of the heat.
Tell, I don't even know what about her health. Okay, you claim she has seizures, but her seizures, she's fine minutes later after a seizure. Make that make sense? I know a lot of people. I know some people who have seizures, and they go to the hospital for like at least 24 hours, sometimes more. They're not fine and dandy like within minutes.
Ron, that's the only thing that's keeping me going. That is the only thing keeping me going. He said, "I do just turn around and look at your wife. That's your reason. That's hey Becky. I'm gonna call him back here in just a little while and see if I can catch him and see if I might be able to work something out. But I was told this last time was we couldn't come back there because people calling in and sending letters and stuff. Hey, just me. How are you doing today? It's dark now. Good grief. Oh, that's mercy. A lot of people is giving us resources. Yeah, y'all got to realize these resources ain't to snap your fingers and things are better.
Well, in order to get resources to happen, you have to call them and just say, "Hey, I need a place to stay. I need this. I need that." You need to reach out to them, and then they will help you. Buy a tent. Could easily beg for $50. Go buy a tent. But Asia, I'm pretty sure if they give them that option, she would not accept living in a tent because I don't see her roughing it. No, I don't see her roughing it.
Shelby, maybe you can for a few nights. I'm not for sure what you're asking there. I do.
Her fake seizures. The only thing I could think I know about her medical history is that she has seizures. That's about it. Um, I never heard about. Well, she has an appointment with a specialist. She's on this medication. I don't know, but somebody's fine. Like the minute a seizure is done, is over with, she's she's fine and dandy.
Do work tonight, Stacy? No, Lily Beth, I'm not doing good today at all. Oh, okay, I'm with you now. I missed a.
Yeah, epilepsy.
What is that? The website, or is it just I just type in KY neck and that's all I have to type in, or is it like I don't know what? Uh,
Also, all the time she's been on live, I've never seen or heard her have any issues. No, I never heard of him saying, bye, emergency, bye. Oh, she can work.
I don't know what that is. Okay, that's for the state of Kentucky. I'm in the state of Tennessee. I don't know if that would still help me.
Well, I'm pretty sure if they would tell you where to call, they would give you the information. If you would call Kentucky, they would say, hey, I'm in Tennessee, but I'm in need. They'll probably say, okay, you contact this number, and they could help you. That will be simple.
So, yeah.
Yep. We had a fan in our tent.
All right. I probably done called and checked in with whoever you're going to pop up with. I'll just about bet you money that I have because I've called resources, I've called places, I've got a list of phone numbers in my phone where I've made daily phone calls to. Hey, Samantha.
Yes, they do have electric.
But I will take anything to look into. Yeah, Sherry Lynn, that was a Kentucky site, and we're still in the same town. So I just not seen your comment.
Yep. Disability, and it happens. I looked at the when I was doing the reviews of disability, and I had to check to see if cardiac issue was an immediate. Anyways, I did a little bit of research, and a friend of mine was wanted some information too about if her son's condition is. So it's easy. You just look on a list, and there is a list of people that is easily accepted for disability, and epilepsy is on that list. So if she really had epilepsy, she would have been like accepted for disability ASAP.
I can't afford to move anywhere. That's the thing. It's before I can think about trying to move away from here, I've got to do better and get on our feet to even be able to think about leaving this area.
No, she can't prove she has epilepsy. And a neurologist, which I am waiting for an appointment with, it's, well, he or she, it's going to tell you, it's going to check your head through um, x rays, MRIs, everything. They're going to do every darn test to prove that you have epilepsy. They probably did some tests and it's not true, or they never did any tests. I don't know.
Let me look that up because I think that's in East Tennessee, actually.
That's a start. They could tell you where to go.
But I am going to look it up. I got my wife's phone looking it up. It says it's in Trenton, one in McKenzie, one in Union City,
Anyone near you?
and one in Huntington. None of them are set up for our area.
Yes, Deborah.
When I click on it, it says
They're not back. They've been here all along.
it's a mental health clinic in Trenton. Yeah, so it shows that it's a mental health clinic. All right, Ronnie, give me 1 second. I'll look it up. I'm trying to. The one in Union City is listed as the same thing, so it's mental health places. Just looked it up on Google.
Oh, hell, Timmy. You know what? I even got the resources, All for One's resource links on my community tab. Bingo. Go there. They could help you.
Mental health clinic in Trenton, Tennessee. We are dedicated to serving Northwest Tennessee by offering a full range of community-based behavioral health services. The Carey Counseling Center in Trenton, Tennessee is an outpatient counseling center that can help with addiction along with a number of mental health.
Fantastic. You could Google. Hey, Kiwi girl.
So I do appreciate the effort of trying to help, but it's like if it's a mental health place, then
They could help you with your mental health, put you in a good mental health place. And they could probably help you with the resources that you need, that you have to reach out. You know, a simple phone call. Hey, I need this help.
no, Jamie, I am not okay at all today.
That's true. You're not well after a couple of days. You know, it takes a couple of days for you to, feel better. Not 5 minutes. Hi, Terry.
Jamie, that's what I was saying earlier. It's like the stress is just keeps on adding and adding and adding. It's like it's the closer I get to about to start getting back regular paychecks, it's just like, oh, and now there's this, and now there's that. How is that? What you're asking about you? You feeling pretty good today?
I'm just really sleepy. I'm always tired.
Yeah.
It pisses me off too. I don't have epilepsy, but it's like it pisses me off for that people like um, Tim Nash, also known as True Knowledge, lies about cancer, a heart condition, lung transplant, um, losing the limb, which is all lies. Because it's like if you have open heart surgery, you have a scar down your chest. If you have open heart surgery, of course.
I'll let her give him something to talk about. Why is she always tired? All she does is lay around.
Well, yeah. What does she do all day in the room? Yeah, same shit, different day.
She did not, Ron. She actually, she didn't have anything happen last night besides just not sleeping too good. So she actually didn't have a headache when she went to bed. I don't think she has a headache now.
I did earlier, but I don't remember.
A headache is nothing major. A headache is something we get every day. Well, we could get every day, but it's an everyday thing.
Well, it's the pay periods and everything how it fell. They pay every 2 weeks, and this is actually the first week I'll get a paycheck. So
Um, no, when he ended, spoiler alert, he still needed the money for hotel. Oh, RoboCop. I mean, Tim Nash.
that'll be, and then they'll be regular from that point on. It's just it seems like the closer I get to that point, it's like, oh, you've got to deal with this. It's scheduled for Friday, but I'm really hoping that I get it early. Like I've always got my check early with this card I use. Uh, so I really hope that I get it a couple of days early because Wednesday is going to be a bitch and a half. And I already know it is because Wednesday, it doesn't matter money or not, we have to check out here because we've been here for 28 days. Hotels rule. I don't know if it's a rule for all of them. It is this one. Uh, so I'm hoping Wednesday comes around and my paycheck's here. That way, I don't know what the backup plan is going to another hotel though. But you guys hang on a second.
Okay. First of all, I thought I thought wrong earlier today that he got the new hotel room a few days ago. And then I finally went back into my old videos and it was 3 weeks ago. So I mean, when I was in high school, my mom would not let me work. Didn't want to mess up with my grades, but I've been full time since I turned 18, except when she died. Yeah, my parents didn't care if I worked or not. Um, Go to next down and look around if you can expect hotels every day. Yeah, if it doesn't work in one city county, move to the next. Just pack your thing in the car and just go. You could probably do it like with what, 50, $60 in the gas in the tank. I don't understand here in New Zealand, if you're on welfare, you can't earn extra money without declaring it. Here too, if you're on welfare or on disability and you're making some extra money, you have to declare it. If not, they're going to find out and cut you off completely. What? His excuse is going to be he didn't make enough hours. Plus, apparently he took a loan out of his check, so we'll blame him. He blames the awareness group for everything. I heard a rumor that there was another letter sent to the hotel, so I don't know if it's true or not. Kiwi girl, somebody needs to turn them in for the food stamp office. Yep. Yep. Yeah, you have to declare it or it's fraud. Yeah. You have to declare every single penny. Even if you made 1 penny, you have to declare it. Well, apparently he works like 3 hours a day, so I don't know. And I don't know what's the minimum wage for Tennessee. So I don't know if he's going to be making minimum wage. And from what he's saying that he works about 3 to 4 hours a day. Oh yeah, they haven't been in a hotel for 3 weeks. Actually,
I pushed the wrong button like crazy, Chuck.
I looked into because I thought it was a few days, like last week or so, that they got evicted from that hotel room, and it's like I noticed that the day I actually got it though, the day they got evicted, it was 3 weeks ago. Thank you, Kiwi girl.
Figure out how come I couldn't get back in the live. Zach, that's what I always thought, but it says something about it. I don't know if this is for everywhere. Uh, Is it for all hotels? Because it makes you, after 28 days, you're considered a resident, is how it was explained to me. So, but I always thought, hey, if they're getting paid, you should go. There's a couple of them here that are that way. Jamie, at Wednesday, we'll have to check out Wednesday morning no matter what. So I'm trying to get tomorrow covered. That way, at least we got that, and Wednesday morning we can check out. And I don't know at that point. It's like that's what I keep saying. Like I want to talk to people, and I'm just like it doesn't get better. And at this point, I don't know. I just don't know. It's like, hey, your paychecks come in. You're finally going to start getting paychecks in. Oh, but wait, you got to leave the hotel no matter what.
I wonder something. When he goes to look for a place to live, well, yeah, some places, especially the big companies, they're going to be looking into you. Okay, they're going to look into your credit. They're going to look into. They would want your payment information. They would want, okay, so your monthly. They want your budget.
And it's hot outside, and that's the only thing that worries me. If it was cooler outside, I wouldn't be worried. I wouldn't be worried. We've slept in the car before.
I heard a rumor that apparently Canada's coming up with food stamps. I don't know.
You know, we've slept in the car a lot. Uh, but with the heat, it's just something we can't do.
With the heat, okay, we are in mine right here. We are in a heat wave, intense heat wave. As long as keep cool, drink plenty of water, 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 you'll be fine.
It affects our health too much, and so that's where I'm at with things. My long list of things that are supposed to get better that never does. It just keeps getting a bigger list. I'm very thankful for yesterday and so far today with her health being a little bit better. I know y'all looking at my forehead right now, but my eyes are burning like crazy. Uh,
I wonder if he reports all that money to the tax when he does his taxes every year.
my health's been all over the damn place. My blood pressure's up and down. I just can't sleep. Insomnia's been kicking my ass again.
It's very hard to be declared disabled enough to be on the benefits. Here it is. Yeah, kind of, sort of, depending. Because I know some people who claims they are disabled and no. Because there's a guy, actually, right about 5-minute walk from here. He's in a wheelchair, but all of a sudden I see his wheelchair parked and he's close to the garage. He goes to the garage, pick up some tires or deliver some tires, and it's like he's walking, not in a wheelchair. I'm like, whoa, okay, fine. And here I am with a walker. And I'm not entitled to a wheelchair.
So, yeah. Because at the 28th day, it's considered you have set up residency. So
I don't know if that's true.
you have to check out for a few days, and you can come back to the same spot. But you just have to have that. You have to check out. So
I don't know
Yeah.
if that's true.
And I didn't know that till the first time we stayed here, because I'm trying to lose some weight. But all right, Ron. But it's like there are, Jamie, but I can't afford the ones that got open room. You know, we're talking about like Holiday Inn and the Hilton, and I mean, I'm having to get help on this room for $90 a day, and I'm short on it for another day here. And then those rooms are $200 plus. You know, yeah, they're nice, but with that nice room and nice breakfast you get and swimming pool and all that stuff, you pay a nice price. Uh, yeah, we've stayed in a couple, or we stayed in one for a couple of nights, and it was really nice and everything. But it's like money don't go too far at those places. And I'm not sure what this first paycheck's even going to be. I got to, let's say, Carrie, we'll try to find out when I get to work what's the website I can go on and look at my pay stub. Charles, I'm trying to look forward to it, but man, there's just so much stuff stacked up that, you know, I mean, we just look at the immediate for the day. I need $70 more for tomorrow. You know, that's the immediate issue. But here's the list of the issues, of the problems that I've got. It's going to be several paychecks, and I know that. But it's like, it seems like every time I start getting close to something good happening, it's bad. Something else is added to the list. Luckily today, like I said, Angela's help's doing really good today.
I would have done it a long time ago, Robin Hood. As soon as, like he's the first day in a motel, that's when you pick up the phone and you call and you call and you call. That's what you do.
But today we got to pay for the room for tomorrow. Uh, if we don't, we'll check out a day early. And there's no option to that, right? The cheaper hotel room that we was in, awareness calling and sending letters to them got us kicked out. I've been trying to get in touch with them, but we was told we couldn't come back there because of that. Y'all hang on 1 second. Is that housekeeping?
Okay, what I found funny is that where's the dog? Usually when somebody knocks on the door like housekeeping just did, you would hear the dog. And especially it's a small dog. And those dogs, they bark like crazy. And you don't hear the dog bark at all. Yeah, we are. I can't do it online. Oh, I can't. I am the worst crier ever when it comes to I'm not Lisa. The way she cries, I no, 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 no. Him and many other Denise. I'm talking about Lisa. Um oh jeez. Tim and Angela, Tim Nash. Everybody, they think this is their main resource. Yeah, Angela probably ate it. He needs to trim that beard. Looks like Santa.
Yeah, I muted it. Housekeeping's here, so. I was letting them do their thing and moving locations for a few minutes.
I can't do the fake tears. I need $20 for food. No, that's not working. No.
So, Wild Child, Wild Child, how are you doing today?
The fake tears, it took me, I know, me fake crying does not work at all. Ah, my knee.
Thank you, Chucky. Yeah, it's been it's been rough.
Thank you.
Yeah, the beard merged with the nose hair. But I think he wants to look like Santa Christmas time, but Santa's beard is more, like nicer, more trimmed, more well taken care of.
We have the room for the day. I'm trying to get some help from the room for tomorrow. Where we have it at least one more day before.
Those drunk Santas, that, yeah.
They told me at the front desk we'd have to leave for at least 3 nights here. I don't know if that's just their policy or what. So
Go camping.
um, but
I need the $20 because I have no food. I need food. No, that's not working.
we have a few hotels in this area. I know everybody. I know the awareness groups gets on here and they look up the hotels and stuff and they tell the prices and all that. We have one called the Quality Inn, one called the Econ Inn, or Econ Lodge, whatever it is. Neither one of those will rent to anybody local to this area. You can't. If you're from here, you can't get a room there.
That's crazy. You're paying customers. Why should a hotel? What?
Then that leaves the higher end hotels that would. I'd probably have enough to get through 2 nights there before I'm broke.
What's that right here? They drop some kind of like orange sauce, tomato sauce, or something. Right there.
So, and there's one more hotel that we've been trying to get a hotel to get in with, and man, they stay booked up because they're a cheaper hotel.
There's a lot of men who takes care of their beard.
They don't have the rental campers, but they do have some pretty cheap rental spots. I would love to find us a camper to be able to get and put in one of those spots, you know.
New grift. I'm starving. Does anybody care? I need $20 for food. I'm at the store now.
Because I've been looking at that too. I mean, they have one in Tiptonville that has rental campers and everything, but we're talking Tiptonville's what? 35, 40 minutes away from here. So.
We were at the SoFi Stadium Saturday to see the Cowboys game, and security pulled my son out. The lady asked to touch my son. My nephew, it's like when he has a beard, I told him he doesn't look hot in a beard, but he's always like trimming it and putting stuff in it and all that stuff.
Yeah, we've got a place here in town that does the spot with all the hookups. It's $500 a month, and that's with your utilities and everything included. So, you know, that's not bad. But they don't. That's just the spot.
Yeah, why does it matter how far it is? It's like our campsite was like what, 30 minutes away from the city.
Yeah, see, I'm in Dyersburg, Tennessee, so we don't have campsites and campgrounds here. We, you know, the one place where they allow the hookups at and stuff. And then, like I said, 35, 40 minutes down the road is Reelfoot Lake where they actually do the campgrounds and stuff at. So.
Also, it looks like his mustache is in his nose.
I've put in for a few places to see if I can get finance for one, and right now I cannot. I could have through one place called Tony T's RVs. You guys might have seen him online. He does a lot of videos, but I don't have the down payment for it. So, but yeah, it was a.
God, it was peaceful. There was actually some people that were, even though we were good for food, you know, we had a bag with food and everything, and we had most of the food in the van. And there were some neighbors, they saw us and they're like, here you go. We had a barbecue, we had everything. We had everything. We had a barbecue. So we were set up for the week. And we had neighbors coming in saying, hey, here you go. You know, we got some extra burgers. We got this. You know, we made that. Would you like to have it?
Tony T's RVs was a 10% down payment on whatever we pick. So you pick a $20,000 camper, that's $2,000 down payment.
You can't pay the down payment. You can't pay the payment for any trailers. But we're right now, summer is the busy time for camping. My brother is at a campground right now. He spends his summers there. And he's there all summer. It's the busiest time.
But yeah,
He has all the extra padding.
and we've tried to rent and just can't afford the. I mean, and I know one of the awareness pages is taking pictures off this website about a house for $550 and a house for $750, but I don't know if they ever have had to rent in place before. That's not just what you pay and get started. You don't walk up to the landlord and hand them $750 and that's it. Uh,
Hey, I like roughing it, going camping. I would go camping again.
yeah, well, we've got two. They're owned by the same person. They're side by side. He won't let locals stay. And then we've got two cheaper ones that will, but one of them, is the one they got us kicked out of, and the other ones we cannot get in. It's just a very small hotel, and he doesn't have very many rooms come open. Hey, Mandy. So, but anyway, they put these pictures up. These houses that are cheap, but the places they're through, if they would have called and done their, all the research instead of just looking at something on Google, you have to pay a fee to get your credit ran and everything, application fee. And we've already done that with them before. We need a co-signer to go through that place.
Okay. Have you tried to rent a room? I've done it.
Because my credit's not good enough. So, and on the $750 house that they posted, you have to show proof of 4 times that amount of your monthly income. So you have to show them proof that you're making $3,000 a month to rent a $750 home.
Whoa. What? Most places that I'm aware of, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people, they just want proof that you're working or you're having an income in order for you to pay rent.
So,
Hell, I would pay $750 for a place.
I'm not making $3,000 a month. Tennessee's stupid with the way they do stuff here. It used to not be that way. And it seriously would seem like one day. Well, Cucumber Lily, you are more than welcome to call the Quality Inn in Dyersburg, Tennessee, and ask them if they will let locals stay.
Money is money. Any hotel, especially a big chain like that, will allow local stay.
I think money is money too, but you're more than welcome to call that or the Econo Lodge here in Dyersburg and ask them. And yeah, they just, and that offers for anybody who don't believe me, call them. And I'm not saying you don't believe me, Cucumber. It's just, they only changed their policy when.
Yeah, it's a bargain. It's like where I live. I'm lucky I'm lucky that I have a roommate.
We had that flood not too long ago here. They started letting people. They let people stay there that was involved in the flood, and they had to show proof that they were involved in the flood to get a room. And then the minute like FEMA was like, okay, the water's is down, or whoever made the decision that the water's down, we're opening up the roads, y'all get back in y'all's homes. They had to check out.
Well, Chef Carol needs $5,000 ASAP.
We don't have very many Airbnbs here. We're not really a traveling destination. We're more of a blip on the map. So we're just a small town who just now got a Zaxby's and a Chipotle.
Yeah, just only need 5,000. That's nothing.
So we're just now getting them. We just now got a Five Below and a Hobby Lobby and stuff like that a few years ago. It's like it's a small, and it's not a. I say small town. Everybody's like, hey, give me hell because it's not like a Nashville or something. Uh, I say small town. Like, oh, y'all got 20,000 people there. I don't know how many people live at Dyersburg. It's not small, but that will not help you with a hotel voucher.
Yeah, immediately, right ASAP, right now, Toots Rit.
Unless you're through their program.
You think some idiot's going to give Chef Carl $5,000? No.
We've done reached out to them and talked to them. Also reached out to West Tennessee Homeless Solutions, Section 8, the Tennessee Housing Authority.
So, what's happening there? You know, doing all those calls. What did they tell you? They will help you. I really don't know if they're open all year round in Tennessee. I have no idea. Here, no. I think they close in October. I'm not too sure.
Can't afford to go to a bigger city. Won't let you put a tent up in those spots. You got to have an RV to park in the spot.
Well, in most campgrounds, they got areas for tents. That's what happened to us. There were some spots for tents and some spots for RVs.
I do not. Huglies? I do not. If we did, we'd already been doing it. Yeah, the place that's here that lets you hook up, they're more like a little trailer park. So he's not going to let you come in with a tent, hook up, or set up a tent in the spot. But, if you had, power running to it, yeah, you could put up a tent and a little AC and all that stuff. But
You know, there's some campgrounds that do have areas for tents.
He won't let you do that there. American Red Cross will put you on a waiting list and will not give you a hotel voucher.
That's bull. Well, unless you are a victim of a hurricane, flooding, natural disasters, they probably would help you.
Claims this from my stepmother. My mom is not with us anymore. She passed away when I was 13, but it won't show the proof that it came from her. He blocks out the name and stuff. So, and from reading it, it doesn't read like how she types and talks. So, I believe the one that's got campers you can rent here is about 35 to 40 minutes away, somewhere in that ballpark. It's in a different county over, and there's nothing there. It's real close to Reelfoot Lake.
Yeah, Denise, they have been doing it way too long.
And 150 at night, yeah, that wouldn't. Hotels are definitely cheaper than that. And Tiffany, I appreciate everything you're saying and suggesting, but I've exhausted the list of things. I've Googled so much, I've called so many places, you know.
Sleeping or camping on public property is a felony in Tennessee. This state makes it harder on homeless people, but he wouldn't go to a campground either. So, yeah. Uh, I live near a place where there's some homeless. Yeah, there's a lot of homeless area, and I did do. I'll go help with homeless a couple years ago. I stopped going because health issues. I can't walk in it like what I used to do when I did it. Um, I did see some people pitch a tent on private property. All they did was just say, all they were told, all the police did is, or the city just told them, go move. That's what they did.
Anything short of someone in this area knowing a landlord that would rent to me bi-weekly, you know, to help us get back on our feet was. And I can't find an individual landlord that has anything available.
It's easy. Craigslist.
April, I don't know. I do know twice. We had been at the verge of getting a place through Tennessee Housing Authority, and was pushed down the list twice because a single mother um, got moved to the top of the list.
Well, a single mother with kids is more important than two lazy ass bums.
I understand that. Completely get it. Um, you know, a single mom with a couple of kids, yeah. Move them up the list. Get it completely. 430 for 5 nights. I'm struggling to cover this other 70 for tonight. You know. Oh, they have her medical record up there. We took it up there and showed it to them. But we've been pushed down the list twice because of the single parents. And
Okay, if she was really, really sick, you would have been on top of the list, like with the mother and the kids, with a single mother with kids. But she keeps getting pushed down. So that tells you something. Yeah, kids come first. You know, on the list who are top priority is people, a single mother with kids, or and people who are disabled. I'm talking about really disabled.
so,
And laziness is not a disability, by the way.
and they know about her medical issues. Star, that's how it is. That's what it is with this one house. It's awareness groups took pictures of, screenshot of, and put on their thing. Yeah, it's $750 a month, but they want $750 for the first month, and they want $750 deposit. Well, that's $1,500 off the jump.
I'm sure there's an organization that could help you with that, with the first and last month's rent and deposit.
Then they want you to fill out a. What motels are $63 a night?
Me. But we know that when 3 weeks ago, when they got booted off off the other hotel room, they went and he stayed in the car, and she went to stay at her brother's place or at a friend's place, one of those two.
Well, I'm in Dyersburg, and I've been called all of them. So the one we were staying at that was $65 a night. The awareness group got us kicked out of. So
Because you were bumming money online using their Wi-Fi and using their residence.
and if you're going to say the Quality Inn or the Econo Lodge, they don't rent for locals. Meanwhile, they want $750 for your first month, and they want $750 for deposits, or at $1,500. Then you got to pay to have an application fee ran before you can even pay the stuff. And then they want you to have 4 times that amount for that house. So they want you to have $3,000 a month income to rent a $750 a month house.
You know, there's actually some people, I saw this in, I think it's in Korea or China or Japan. I'm pretty sure, probably all three. But they get this electric car, this big electric car, and they live in it. Because you see them like they're watching like their shows while they're making like dinner. But it's not those big dinners. They're making like soup and stuff. You know, little things that could easily warm up. And the way they decorate it, it's like it's so cute. Yeah, and the way they place it when it's time for bed.
And then guess what you got to do after all that? You got to have utilities. Yeah, Quality Inn would be a blessing to go there and be able to stay there because they are cheaper. But they don't rent the locals. And anybody can call and check that for themselves if they want to.
Yeah, it is so cool, Denise. Yeah, he gets mad easily.
Guys, I can't stress enough when I tell you guys that I have called all these places.
No, you haven't.
and United Way won't help unless you're in some kind of big tragedy or something. And you got to get on their waiting list if you do. Human Services helped us with EBT. That was it. You know, and I really appreciate everybody offering the suggestions. But when I sit here and say, like, I have called, I've sat there and Googled just like everybody else is Googling and seeing this resource and that resource. And I've called these places and I've talked to them. And if there's a waiting list to be on, I'm on it. But a lot of them won't, they don't deal with it.
Well, if she has medical issues, she would have been right on top of the list. But like I said, laziness is not a disability.
Hey, Isabella.
No.
Polk Place in Dyersburg. It was ran by David Polk. And I didn't pass his background check. I needed a co-signer because my credit wasn't good enough.
I wonder why your credit was not good enough. Sometimes having lack of funds really affects your credit.
Isabella, I'm not good. Not even a little bit. I'm stressed. It seems like the closer I get to getting in my paycheck,
Kiwi go.
things get worse. And then yeah, there's a guy here, McCraw Housing. He is a smaller, renter out, smaller landlord, and he's got like 10 or 12 houses, but they're full. And he said that he's got. Last time I talked to him, I think he said 10. He had 10 houses. I'm not. Somebody else told me he had 12, but I think he told me 10. And he said he's got a list that are about 100 names deep of people wanting a house if they come open. So it's like, even if you have 12 houses, that don't make it any better. If you got 50 houses, you got 100 names wanting them. If one comes open, what's the chances of all of them coming open and you run through the list? It's very slim.
Can you hear her in the background though? She's snoring.
The Airbnb is not a solution that's really going to, because $450 and then where am I at in 5 days? I'm broke and don't have anywhere to even turn to. So it's like, hey Michelle, I missed you up there, Michelle. The hotel is $2,700 a month, but I'm not paying the full. And I think that's where people don't get that either. It's like, I'm not walking up there at one time and saying, hey, here's $2,700. I want the room for 28 days.
Tim, I don't know. I think he's in his 40s. Because from what he said, he's been married for 20 something years. So he's in his 40s.
I'm not. By the skin of my teeth, sometimes with a lot of help, I'm going up there and paying it by the day. So it's not like I've got $2,700 in my hand just to, at one time, to go, here you go, give it to me for a month. It's, Hey, Carrie. Carrie, I still need $70 on the rent.
She's more like breathing heavy.
Or anybody can help with anything towards that. I know if somebody asks about churches to help, I've called churches and can't get help. Uh, yeah. Yeah, Michelle, and that's, I tell you right now, when my blood pressure is running, I ain't no way in this world they would let me donate plasma, even if I could get to the place, you know. Because even though we do have a lifeline blood place here, we can donate blood, you can't do plasma here. So it's a 40 to 45-minute drive to get to the place to donate, and you don't know if you're going to be able to donate. So we're taking a chance of.
Yeah, his SSA probably gonna be isn't gonna be more than a few hundred. Yeah, they're gonna. It's like I don't know if he's gonna report his paychecks. By the way,
We've got 2 mobile home parks, and they are booked solid.
because it's summer and it's the busiest time.
They are filled up. So, and it's just like when I was talking about McCraw's housing, you know, they probably got 30 units in this, and I'm just guessing that number in this trailer park. I don't know how many units they actually have, but they probably have 30 units. And the woman told me she's got a waiting list that she could put me on for if one comes open, and she starts calling people saying, "Hey, I've got a spot open, got a spot open," and I'm on that waiting list. But she did inform me that I am on the 3rd page of the waiting list. So
Third page of a waiting list. So that means she's not really disabled. She's healthy.
our biggest problem in this town is the place used to be called Rental City. I don't know what it's being called now. They have basically made a monopoly out of
He
out of
has.
the housing market. You're going to rent from them, or you're going to rent from somebody they know, and they all do the same thing. It's all um, we need 3 times this amount. We need 4 times that amount. We've got to, you know, hey, guess what? You got to do this rental fee, and it's $100. And if you don't pass, you just lost your $100. But if you do pass it, that'll go towards your first month's rent. Star, that is up to you.
Yeah. Sometime moving to a different town is good for you. You know, start everything new. But he has a quote unquote job.
Isabella, that's been the only break we've had the last. She didn't have a headache yesterday.
Yep.
She's over there snoozing right now. You said she was tired. She didn't sleep good last night, but she doesn't have a headache so far today. She's feeling pretty good. So we're catching a break with that.
I don't know if you could hear her breathing in the background, but she's snoring.
Okay, I didn't even think about couldn't share it. Now, Steelers girl, I understand that because we got approved through Tony T's RVs. I see him on here all the time. I filled out and got approved with him, but I've got to pay 10% down for a down payment. And You know, you pick a even a $10,000 RV on this lot, it's still $1,000 that I don't have.
Some people will let you rent an RV right at the spot.
About, I don't know how far Reelfoot Lake is from here. I know it's at least every bit of 35. We'll say 30 to 45 minutes. There's a little gap there. And they do have a spot up there where they rent cabins and they rent campers and they do have campgrounds, but it's still on that drive. Hey, Ashley.
It's a place to live for now. It's going to help you out. And I'm sure if you go on Craigslist, you talk to the landlord, it's very possible you can have a landlord that's very, it's like has a big heart that could help you. It's like, listen, I can't pay. You say, sorry, I can't pay right now. I'm homeless. I have a job. You show proof of the job. And I'm sure the new landlord, will give you leeway. And I'm sure he could give you like resources, what to do.
I didn't think about looking at Craigslist. I'm just gonna grab her phone right now. Hang on a minute.
And also, if you rent a room, it's going to be, it all depends on the other person. Because if it was me renting a room to them, I would not do it. Because I don't know what she will do all day. What they will do all day. You know, is he going to use my internet and start begging for money? Is he going to steal my stuff? I don't know.
Yo, I'm gonna mute you guys for a minute because I'm gonna go tinkle. I'm gonna grab her phone, and I'm gonna look at Craigslist. I didn't think about looking at Craigslist for rooms around here. Hey, I'm Matt. How are you doing?
I think so, Kiwi girl. Headaches are an everyday thing. I get headaches. Hell, it happened one time. When was this? About a couple years ago. I had headaches for a week straight. Nothing was helping. Thank God he doesn't bring the phone to the bathroom. Not like what's her name, Maggie Foster. But at least he'll mute, do everything polite. But Maggie Foster, she would not mute. She doesn't mute when she brings her phone to the toilet.
Okay, I'll give you 1 second. There you go.
Bottle of water.
Yeah, I haven't messed with Craigslist too much.
Look every day on Craigslist.
But I am gonna At least give it a look.
Oh yeah, Maggie Foster. She does that. Actually, she literally would bring the phone to the bathroom, and you hear everything.
On that, we're trying to.
Well, Lori did say that she's going to get seizure. What was this? Like about a month ago or something? She predicted the date, but it never happened.
Cover the cover the room. Sell the car for a down payment. Then how do I get back and forth to work?
Busting your own 2 feet.
Where do I look on there? See, that's jobs.
And I'm pretty sure it's like some people from there goes into town.
Somebody had a camper on Facebook Marketplace the other day that was they wanted like I think $400 for it, and he just
What about asking for payments? Well, no, I wouldn't trust. No, never mind.
the more man.
Hey, living in an RV is working for Beth and Devin. Devin.
Trying to find where to look for housing on Craigslist.
Check room for rent.
It's definitely not in a community.
Oh no, I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want to. No, no.
Andrew, I wish that would do it. If I would look where it said housing. It's that type of day, guys.
Anyways, if they have a dog, where's the dog? Where is the dog that they're saying they have? It's like a dog you're supposed to walk it like every 2 hours, every 2 to 3 hours. And I never heard or seen a dog.
Jackson. Huh. Rooms for rent, $30 for 12 hours. That's different.
Well, you get some people who are just going in from town. They're traveling. They want a place just to sleep. Hell, that's a good deal.
Yeah, I figured I would at least give it a look. Somebody mentioned it, and I hadn't thought about it, but I'm not seeing nothing in my area. I've seen Jackson and Union City, but $30 for 12 hours, so $60 a day, I guess.
Oh, those are for people who are traveling. They need a place to sleep. You know, truckers, people who are moving from one state to another, or just driving from one state to another. Because it takes 4 days for me. It's like if I would drive right now to go to Florida, it would take 4 days. So paying $30 for 12 hours just to sleep, that's a good deal. Yeah, rent by the hour joint. He should go.
Well, that was in Dyersburg. $1,400 for one bedroom. $1,400 a month for a kitchen room
Kitchen room?
for the hospitality house in Union City. Can't do a payday loan because I don't have a regular bank account. McKenzie, Finger, Tennessee. I don't want to move to Finger. So yeah. House swapping. I've never heard of that. Jackson, 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 Jackson. McKenzie, Mom, Jackson, Jackson, Clifton, Jackson. And this is after putting in
Well, it could be for people having affairs, just wanted a fling.
my area code and everything. So, Union City. That's still not really plausible, but let's see. An old trailer in Union City is $895 a month. That's weird. Charge $900 and $1,000 down payment.
Okay.
But after 54 months of payments, you own the home.
Did you ever heard of rent to own homes? That could work. Rooming houses?
So that's 12, 24. So after 5 years paying on the house, you would own it. Yeah, there's
New Zealand is beautiful. I would love to go.
nothing on Craigslist that even is remotely close to me. Payday loans are the worst. They actually, I mean,
Yeah, payday loan is the worst.
I borrowed some out of my check. We got that pay thing where we can do that on our checks. And I wish I wouldn't have done that, but I needed it pretty bad last week. So, okay, I'm that. I tell you guys what's, and I'll turn the lighting off so she fell asleep. I'm gonna let her sleep. Um, I don't care what anybody says about her being asleep right now. She's tired. She needs to rest. Um,
That's all she does all day, sleep or watch some programs on her cell. I don't even know what she does all day.
yeah, I got in trouble
These places are crazy good. You can't get a place under. Here, I'm lucky. I'm lucky. The roommate and I, we got lucky where we're at, but we're looking to move in. I'm looking into like 55 plus 55 plus zones and uh, rent for a 1 bedroom that I saw is like 1,800 to 2,000 a month. That's for a 1 bedroom apartment in a 55 plus community.
Time, and I would never go back to those type of places.
We have our problem like any other country. Don't get me started with free health stuff. Kiwi girl, I'm in Canada, and yeah, free health system, we got it, but if you're waiting for a specialist, it's like a year wait. I've been waiting for a neurologist appointment, and I've been waiting for about what 6 7 months again. And I'm still waiting. And I get to see my cardiologist now once every year. But I do go for an echo every 6 months.
Um, this is what I think. This is what bothers me the most is because I feel like we're so close to things starting to change, but I don't feel like I get spending any time with Angela. Um,
Yeah, it is a lot. Yeah. So, yeah, that is the minimum that I found, but I did find some that are like 4,000. And we need independent housing because, it's like we can manage doing a lot of our stuff, but there's some things that I can't do and he can't do because he's 68 and I'm 54. So I'm planning for next year. So, and it's hard. But if I want to go to it's like if I would say, okay, I'm going to go to independent living, but in a old age home, those things are like $3,000 to $4,000 a month.
can open up. I plan on opening up a bank account once I get a paycheck. Get away from using these prepaid cards. So I'm definitely planning on doing that. But I just feel like I don't get any time to spend with her. Because I'm on here trying to get help, or I'm gone trying to make money. So here in a little while, I've got to.
Yeah, they're covered by some insurance. I Right now I'm just looking. I have found the perfect place, but it's trying to. It's more for next year. I got till May. I got a year to think about it, so it's not something that's rush. No, I do know somebody who sold her house, and she is in a home right now. She's loving it though.
All right, Lexi. How'd y'all figure out that I work at Walmart? Don't
Because you gave hints. You gave hints that you're doing inventory and you're closing. So my nephew did work at Walmart. He didn't last long because he got sick, and they fired him because he got sick. So okay, now he has a job and he's been working there for like 3 years now. Yeah, he's loving it.
fuck Lexi yet. I want to see if she'll answer that. How'd y'all figure?
Oh, I will, Asia. I will. Oh, definitely. I know there's resources. So I found the perfect place and I'm trying to get some resources. And yeah, I got all the resources listed. So next year, all I got to do is just call months ahead and just, trying to get all the information ready. You got it. There you go. You're done. All you have to do is just pack up and move.
Figure that out. And then I have to deal with people like that who stalks until they find out where I'm living at or where I'm working at.
Yeah, time to return the favor. Yeah, it's like when my dad got ill. My dad was ill almost all my life, so I helped my mother to take care of him. My brother and sister, they helped, yes, and when it come time to, my sister got married and my brother moved out, and it was only me and my mom and my dad. So when my dad got sicker, I helped my mom with my take care of my dad. And my dad always said, "Well, now it's your time to take care of me." And then when my my dad passed away, I had to take care of my mom. And my mother had Alzheimer's and all that stuff, so I took care of her. But it came up to being too much for me.
She's been checked for her sleep apnea and stuff before. Uh, she does most of her seizures will be in her sleep, but her neurologist ruled that out.
Okay, so seizures in her sleep only? I don't know. I don't know if that's possible, but I don't know.
So yeah, I was just gonna give her a minute to. Hey, I asked a question and answer it back, Lexi. Oh yeah, I know they follow me around. Heather, it is scary. Y'all probably hear her over snoring right now. So
Yeah, we hear her snoring.
she didn't get much sleep last night. She just didn't sleep good last night. See, it's 2:23 here. 2:24 here. So I'm gonna give 2 more minutes on that clock for Lexi, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just block her. So 2:26.
It's not easy, but I did it.
Cucumber, they follow and take pictures of me. And then post them on here in Reddit. So
That I can't confirm. I can't confirm. I I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't dug deep into it.
it's not just by coincidence they're seeing me. Exactly, April. What payout did I say I was using, Ollie? 'Cause I don't think I said the payout's name. Oh yeah, I know not all people are bad, but yeah, Live Laugh. That's why I did it the first time when we got the job. It was like, we're working at McDonald's now. Leave me alone. And then it was just a hailstorm from there. Did anybody hear me say a payout that I use? I said I use a prepaid card. So, all right, y'all give me a minute. Let me scroll up and she had plenty of time. I don't want anybody to say they didn't have time to answer a question because it's the one thing they do. They come here and they'll say something rude and they get blocked. And they're like, oh, I didn't have time to even answer them back. They blocked me as soon as I asked the question. Lexi had plenty of time, right?
Yeah, she is. I did say she was snoring.
None of their business where I'm working.
Walmart.
But hey, Walmart's where I'm working. If that's where y'all say that's where I'm working, guys. I'm working at Walmart. Because y'all just, the awareness is going to make up what they want to make up. And that's going to be it. So,
Or you could be working at Target.
yeah, Twisted. Holy, where did you? I'm gonna ask the question again to you. Uh, where did you hear me say the payout? Because nobody else heard it, and they've all been sitting in here the whole time. Jeez, Louise, 2,200. That is horrible. Exactly. Well, Star, I'm really tired of them saying that they ran back. They asked the question and got blocked immediately. So I'm giving them the opportunity to speak up and talk. And if they've got so long to do it, and then they get blocked. So they can't just go back and tell the awareness pages that, oh, I asked a question, and as soon as I asked it, I got blocked. It's the only reason I'm doing that now.
So he's saying that it's all over Reddit. You know, that they're stalking him, taking pictures and posting them on Reddit. And I did find their Reddit information right. Their Reddit. And I really don't see anything. I know I see a picture of them they took at the gym. But other than that, there's videos and there's just videos of them of their lives. But it's possible that it's another Reddit. It's like I'm looking at 3 months ago right now. That's all I could find. Oh, hold on. I did find one. Catfishing for the homeless. And you see Angela just walking. But that was 3 months ago.
Gosh, you get a good one, yeah. I'm giving her till 2:30 my time. It's 2:29 right now. I imagine you are Twisted Kitty. Because she's already been bought, so that's good too. She had plenty of time to answer.
Okay, and I did find another one that's I don't know, they're showing a red card. I will post it. I will post these things.
You know, hey, people can come. Anybody can ask the question. That's just the thing. I don't mind anybody asking a question as long as you're respectful about it. But the ones who come in here just to stir stuff up, and then I'm like, well, hey, where did you hear that? What, you know, like Lexi just a second ago, what she said, she couldn't come back and say anything else to. Holy hand grenade was stuck on saying the same thing. So it's kind of like you give y'all time to respond. You come in here, you say something, and I interact with you. You can't run back and say he just blocked me for just asking a question because there was interaction with both of them, but both of them can still run back and say that. But I tell you guys, I ain't even gonna lie right now. My blood pressure's so far out of whack, it ain't funny. I've had my meds today.
Take your meds.
Get to work, I'm gonna ask them. I know there's a website I can go to see what my paycheck will be. Thank you, Isabella. I don't mind people asking questions. The way I look at it is if I'm up here asking someone for help and they've got a question they want to ask, they're thinking about helping us or they're thinking about not helping it. It doesn't matter either way. You know, as long as it's being asked with respect, I'll answer it. Even with the awareness people, if they want to come in that way, that would be different, you know. But someone just coming in here to stir up the pot. Like I've got enough, you know, my pot's overflowing right now. I don't need anybody to stir it, you know. I need somebody to turn the heat down a little bit. And I'm not going to let them trigger me anymore. So I hate that. Guys, go hang on a minute. I got to get out of this chair. I came over to sit down in the chair.
Yeah, it's Tim right now. At World. Sorry, Courtney. Yeah, it's Tim. Big Tim.
This chair is horrible. I'm going to mute y'all.
Tiny Tim.
Around.
I was just looking to the Reddit about him, that he was saying about people are taking pictures of his car, and I did find the truth on that. It is confirmed that some people, they take pictures of his car. He wouldn't even go get rent a room. There's room in houses. I'm pretty sure there's room in houses. He can't go to the landlord and say, "Listen, I need a room for right now for a few months or so, and till we get back on our feet, explain the situation." And I'm pretty sure you're gonna have some landlords that are gonna say, yeah, go for it.
Oh, hey guys, I had to come back over here and stretch back out. That chair was all I could take of it.
He's lying on the bed.
If you sleep,
Did you actually made your coffee?
Courtney, you are the responsible one. You have priorities. We all have priorities. When I get my check, it's like boom, boom, boom. My bills are paid, my rent, and the rest is for I do my groceries. I just budget my groceries, and voila.
We used to battle all the time and did pretty good at it, and it's gotten to the point to where we can't even battle, and it's strictly because of the awareness groups.
and you fall asleep.
Well, that's the best.
And also, it's like he claims he's stressed out because of bills. He's getting his phone disconnected at midnight. He needs a new tire because he's on the spare. What else? Ball joint on his car is about to blow. Um, oh, his car is not tagged. It's not tagged.
That's naps, isn't it? You don't need them.
So he's driving illegally. So if he gets caught without a tag, he could get fined or have his car taken away. So that's bye car.
They all heard you snoring.
Doggy.
So yeah, it used to be all we would do was get on here and battle, have fun, cut up and stuff. But
Yep. It's like they both could work.
Isabella said, "You need a long rest. Don't be sorry."
A long rest? What does she do all day? Sleeps, watch shows on her phone. That's all she does. And they say they have a dog, but where's the dog? You don't hear the dog. You don't walk the dog. I think walking the dog is good exercise.
Yeah, we used to battle back, and here's the crazy thing: it was like back in the winter and stuff when we were doing the most battles. You can actually watch those videos on YouTube where the awareness groups was recording us and putting our battles and stuff online, and they was going kind of like they're doing now, but it's definitely escalated a lot. If you gifted during a battle, they would get to your DMs and kind of strong arm you from.
I'm sure they don't do that. I'm sure they don't do that. They don't. I'm sure they would not do that at all. Because you're responsible parents, Courtney.
uh, Sending gifts, or they would go over to whoever we was battling and send them big gifts, which I ain't care. That was fine. Um, and it just got to the point to where uh, getting on here and doing battles just wasn't fun anymore. You know, I haven't worked yet today. I work tonight. I'll be going in here in a little while.
Yeah, he's always a victim.
And they've taken it to a whole nother level. Silver Foxy, like they come at people who are just in here too, just as hard as they do the mods. Um, it's like it's unbelievable. Like somebody just comes in here and says hi, and then all of a sudden they get DMs being threatened and stuff. But that seems to be okay by TikTok standards.
Hmm?
Today,
Oh, Mom would like to sleep and see if you wake up without it. Get your dog back off your pile. Okay?
Thank you, Courtney.
Rest.
Very much appreciated.
$20 is what we got towards the room right now. We're still 70 short. If anybody could help with anything towards that, guys, I would appreciate it. Trying to get tomorrow covered. Then Wednesday we have to check out. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do Wednesday, but we got to get through Tuesday first, right? Can't worry about Wednesday when Tuesday's right in front of me. What I can do though is let me pause you guys. I need to because we've been here. Tomorrow will be our 28th day, and you can only stay here for 28 days consecutively. I said that right. Star, you're correct on that. So we'll have to check out for a few days, and then hope we find somewhere to stay for a few days. And
Go camping. Go close to the nature. You know, it's like camping is stress free. You don't have to worry about a thing. And you just enjoy yourself, live the moment. But I'm pretty sure if you give Princess a choice, either going camping, she would not take it.
yeah, that's what they told me. They said anything after 28 days, you can actually establish residency. And so at 28 days, they make you check out for a few days. So let me pause you guys real quick. I would need to make a quick phone call.
I thought, Courtney, I thought it was a few days ago that he got into that hotel room until I looked back when he moved out. That was 3 weeks ago. Oh yeah, I think this is the phone call where he called the hotel.
Okay, we'll have to try that phone call for the fourth time here in just a little while.
Not that. No, not that one.
I think it's a dumb rule too. You know, if I had a hotel, as long as you was paying your money and not tearing my room up, I wouldn't care how long you stayed. So you know that would be my mindset. You know, hey, I've got this place. This guy's written this room out. He's paying his money. I don't have any issues out of it. The room still looks good. He needs to stay here. 6.
So what he's saying, the house are to rent. He's paid about the same for hotel. Yep.
Months. What's the big deal?
I'm sure they get welfare. I'm sure.
Tell them like, hey, don't get mail sent here, and don't give this as your address. You know, get your mail sent somewhere else. And if you violated not paying, the room was messed up, or you started getting mail there, be like, hey, you know, I'm not gonna renew your next day. That's how I would look at it, you know. But I don't know. I mean, it makes sense too, GG, but it's like it's just crazy. I mean, that's what you know. They told me all that, but that's just my point of view. Like, hey man, we're paying. You know, 28 days is up tomorrow. So Wednesday morning we would have to check out either way. But I'm hoping and praying that I get paid a couple days early with the card that I use. So that way Wednesday I'll have my check, and then we can kind of figure out what direction we're going in from there.
Some companies are going to pay you on Friday. If they say Friday, it's Friday. It's not going to be a couple days ahead.
Yeah. So I'm trying to basically asking for another miracle to happen and get some help to cover tomorrow. Isabella, that's where I've been trying. I've been trying to call a place. That's the third phone call that I made to them and can't get a hold of the people to see if they have a room, and if they have one, how much, and if they have it tomorrow and we get the money together, we may just go there tomorrow. Uh, but I don't know if they have one yet because 3 phone calls in and I can't talk to the manager yet. So I'm gonna wait till about 3 o'clock here. It's 2:44. Um,
Hey, Sophie. Okay, so Sophie, he is begging for $70 for the hotel room. Okay. Um, well, let's say about $500 total in a way. His phone is getting disconnected, so that's $80. He needs a ball joint of his car to get fixed. So he what? Anyways, uh, yeah, his phone's getting disconnected. Ball joint is car. Oh, he needs a new tire, new used tire.
The one we're at, where you can pay for the week, but we're at the end of the 28 days. So our state bottle retarded. Uh, like recycling your bottles and stuff.
That's a good idea.
Or you would think I could just call out there and talk to the front desk person, but they told me I had to speak with the manager.
That would work, you know. Go get cans. I know some. I see some people here. They go into the garbage and take the cans and just brings it to a center, redemption center, recycling center.
So I'm not for sure if we are or not. I don't know if Tennessee is or not. We are from Dyersburg, Tennessee.
Last night's live, I fell asleep. It's like I when I was recording him last night, for some reason, I fell asleep on the couch. I used my couch as my computer chair. So it's like I actually fell asleep. But I woke up. I just posted I just uploaded the video and I went to bed. And this morning when I woke up at like 7:30, I realized I didn't publish it. Now you don't talk slow, Sophie, at all.
Oh, it's awesome, man. Been in Nashville quite a few times.
I love Sophie's accent. I like accents.
We can stay tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the 28th day. So Wednesday morning, we at 11 o'clock, we'd have to check out. 30 minutes from Knoxville. I ain't been to Knoxville that much. We used to go to Nashville quite regular.
Nashville's beautiful. Laverne, Tennessee's beautiful.
Good.
I brought my mom to Laverne, Tennessee, and then I rented a car and we went to we stayed at the what breakfast place. And then we went to a hotel in Nashville because my mother wanted to see the Grand Ole Opry.
It's just like everybody else says. After 28 days, it's considered you're a resident there, and so to keep you from being able to set up residency, you have to check out. I mean, we can come back after a couple of days. They said 3, but still, yeah, I didn't know it till we got stuck in this rut of a hotel. So I'm not calling the hotel a rut, like the rut of basically living in the hotel. Joanne, we do not. That's what I've been trying to line up all day, and I can't get the place to answer the phone. When they do answer the phone, they tell me I've got to speak with the manager. So, Star, I think I missed half your comment on that. Oh, okay, with the bottle return. You're fine, Joanne. Johanna? Is it Johanna or Joanne? Joanna. Y'all, let me pause you guys for 1 second. Not pause, but mute.
Okay. So don't ever say you're a slow talker, Sophie. Yeah, that's what. He's gonna come back. I think that's. I think that part is when he talks to the hotel manager, former hotel manager. Well, at least he's a tad more entertaining than Jalen. Jalen, that's another story. She's oh my god. Don't get me started, Jalen. That's a slow talker too. She's worse than him. Come on, Timmy. Come on, Timmy. Tammy. Timmy.
The main reason we had to leave was for that letter, correct?
Yeah, nothing else. Well, nothing against you or anything like that. Just the letter was pretty.
Just the letters from the Guardians of Valor place. So it wasn't because we was cooking in the room, because that's been the rumors that's been spread that I've heard. From,
People can say everything they want,
Yes,
you can tell
yes,
not
sir.
to cook, so just take care of that.
Yeah.
But it was a letter because they knew everything about our business,
Yeah.
like our legal name, entities, and everything like that, which is not hard. It's just
Yeah.
people don't really look into that,
Yeah, I completely understand that. I just wanted to, while I had you on the phone asking you that other, I just wanted to ask you about that too. Make sure it was just the letter, because we always I thought me and you always had a good relationship, I guess there. Coming up and paying and talking to you and stuff. So, but all right, sir. That's all I needed to know. Then I appreciate you.
Sure, have a good day.
You too.
Okay. Something about that phone call. We didn't hear everything, the whole shebang. Okay. If it happens that we heard the whole shebang, it's like he could be saying, well, why don't you just pretend this happened, this. You got kicked out because of that. Plus, because of you've been begging online, which is illegal. It's theft by deception. Plus, he's you've been told not to cook in your room. No, I think it was somebody else. Because if it was really the hotel manager, it would be the whole call being live, not half of the call. So there's something missing there. But he was told not to cook. And what he was doing in the hotel room was illegal. Theft by deception.
Okay, so for the 102 people who are watching, and a lot of that's going to be awareness, that has spreaded the rumor that we got kicked out because not the letter. Did y'all just hear him say that was Emerald Inn? That it
Proof that it was the manager.
was solely because of the letter? I hope y'all heard that.
Yeah, it could be RoboCop who did it. It could be anybody. I could come up with something saying that I'm getting evicted, and have I don't know, my. This is, for example, I could have like Sophie saying that it's true that she's the landlord, which she isn't.
Too.
Because we didn't hear the whole call. It was like half.
That there was nothing against us. That was because of the letter that got sent. Y'all heard that, right? And that's probably being streamed, right? So that's on the awareness page is streamed too. The same awareness group that says we got kicked out because of cooking and the dog peeing on the carpet.
Well, I never heard about the dog peeing on the carpet. And like I said a couple times on my live, where's the dog? I have never, I don't know, I have never heard the dog ever since I started covering them. I have never heard the dog. I have never seen the dog. I never heard barking in the room.
He said it was strictly the letter. So no, we can't go back there until January, and I'm hoping by the time January rolls around, we're not in this situation anymore. So, but yeah, so did everybody who's streaming me on awareness, did y'all hear him say that? Did y'all hear him say it was strictly the letter that was sent from Guardians of Valor, the awareness groups?
That is not a confirmation. That phone call, that voice could be anybody. Since we didn't hear the whole call, we heard half of the call. That could be your neighbor. The guy could be your neighbor. It could be one of your friends. It could be anybody. If he's cooking in a little room, it stinks, out of the place as an ex-hotel. Well, he has sued the air fryer. Oh, you did? Because usually when somebody knocks on the door, or, dogs bark at everything, even the wind blows. Yeah, it could be
I'm
Santa.
not gonna say that wasn't the owner; it was somebody else. But y'all go spin that.
There you go. He said it could not be the owner. It's somebody else. Bingo.
No, it wasn't another letter. I had them on the phone because I was asking maybe they would let us come back, but 6 months before we can come back there. And I just decided to ask them, hey, the reason we was sent was for the letter. He said strictly because of the letter. So
Yeah, he has an air fryer with him.
for these awareness assholes who want to say that we got kicked out because we was cooking and because of our dog, the man who runs the place just said strictly because of the letter, nothing against y'all. That y'all had their personal information on the letter, the business's personal information.
Well, also on that letter, from what I could remember, I think it said something about you scammed a woman $300, and you were supposed to pay her too, and you never did.
On the letter. And so y'all be sure to take that clip out of the stream that y'all are recording and stuff and post that. You won't go. Y'all spinning around to make it fit your narrative. But Lily, yeah. The comment was made on Reddit. I can't wait to hear their fat asses are sweating in their car.
Again, they can't live in the car because of her quote-unquote health issues.
So yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that's one of the comments they've made. They can't wait till our fat asses are sweating in the car.
Yeah, I don't know. He probably had an accident or something that those are scars. So I don't know.
So thank you. We appreciate that. And let me get the what I do wrong here. Hold on a second, guys. We still have food. We've been watching what we're buying because, again, the Guardians of Valor, Guardians of Galaxy.
That's a good
It's a
movie,
whole
by the
different
way.
movie franchise. Wrote a letter, sent it to the hotel we was at before this, and thank you again. I'm that. Uh, that was fine. Thank you. We appreciate all the help. I'm gonna give a total here in just a second, guys. Uh, Sent a letter in that had their LLC number, had all their information to the hotel, and saying that they was going to press charges because we was using their Wi-Fi to scam people. Same thing they've tried here, but this hotel basically told them to F off. So yeah, yeah, Christy, you do, but it was enough to scare them into kicking us out, and that place was it's a nice place to be at. It was $65 a day or $350 a week, and they basically get that mad because we get help.
You can help.
So that they take stuff real lot. All right, guys, a quick little update. We are 63 short for the room. Guys, I gotta get off here in about 30 minutes and get myself ready for work. If anybody could help with anything towards the room, it would be appreciated, guys. What's that, Mom of the Princess? Is that the hotel where tryouts? Hey, Holly and Ben. Lisa, I mean, you can go back on the. No, that's not the one where I had to talk to the manager at. I just wanted to call him real quick. I knew he was in today. Um, it is just 70, but you got to add taxes, and then you got to add a fee for the fur baby. That runs it up to $89 and some change. Um, I posted that. So if anybody in here was wondering about that, if y'all got that message, y'all can go back and look at my post where I have paid consistently, the same price that I'm, it's 89 and some change. So I say 90 when I'm on here because if I'm gonna say, hey, I need 89.26, I figured 90 would be the round number.
He's doxing himself.
Uh, So I'm they probably message you again. Hey CJ, they go after everybody, and this is unbelievable. CJ, not good, not good. I can't even sugarcoat it and tell everybody I'm all right, but I'm not. I'm stressed. We're still 63 short for the room tomorrow. Even after tomorrow, we do have to check out on Wednesday because of the 28-day thing. So I don't know exactly where we're going Wednesday. Hoping to get my check and then can figure something out there.
He'll be back in this week.
Yeah, it's 28 days. You got to check out for a few days, then you can come back. It's up there, but when I'm not paying it all at one time, so. But I'm hoping to get tomorrow covered. That way we can at least stay here tomorrow. And trying to get a hold of another hotel. On 4 phone calls in, and I'm beginning to wonder if they have a manager.
Yeah, it's always being paid.
I may just have to ride out there tomorrow before work and like, hey, y'all got some brooms? Did you check your phone? I told you trade.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Okay. Yeah, it's. I didn't know anything about that till we started staying in hotels. I just thought you paid, you could stay. But no, I can't stay. Fortunately, I've got too much going on with the car to DoorDash. Between needing a tie rod that's not. I'm playing the will it pop or not game. Every time I drive the car now, I feel that's how I feel. It makes a lot of noise. And tags, I'm drowning in everything. It's like
We all have worries. We all worried about about normal things. Are we gonna pay our electric bill this month? Are we gonna pay our internet bill? Are we gonna pay rent? Are we gonna pay food? Are we gonna be able to afford a container of milk? I don't know. There's a lot of people are like that. That stress is very normal. It's an everyday thing.
you ever seen in movies where the people get left out in the water and they see the boat driving off, and this is like they can't get the boat's attention to come back and get them, and then they show the boat way off in the distance. I did look on Craigslist a while ago, and everything was in Jackson, Milan, McKenzie. Uh, Nothing close to me.
Keep looking.
My drive out tag comes up on the 18th. So, and then you got to add the fact of after tonight, my phone's off. So I don't even have a way. I wouldn't even have a phone at that point to be able to accept the DoorDash orders and get the directions and stuff to people's houses. And I don't know. You got to confirm it too, don't you? When you get there or something. I don't remember from our DoorDashing days.
Well, a cell phone bill is not our responsibility. Your cell phone bill is not our responsibility. Our responsibility is paying our bills. It's not paying your bill. I'm sure you get welfare. I'm sure you do. And food stamps.
So, yeah. Yeah, the 18th, I've got to get my tags, and I already know they're going to be $358 that I don't have. And then, because it's right in the middle of the next pay period. That's good. That's good.
We're all struggling. Yeah, he does get EBT. I don't know. I don't know nothing about. Nothing. I know some things about EBT, but I'm pretty sure to get like what $200 to $300 a month.
One of our friends' little brothers had
Okay, welfare
rough
is for people
seizures
with
last
children,
night,
not
and
here.
just now got his voice back from him. So
Here's somebody on welfare to get like $800 a month or so. But if you're on disability, that is for a single person. A single person gets about $1,200.
that's good news, though. And they took him to our hospital, and our hospital just said it was a migraine. Let's give him the time off, send him home.
Yeah, not only like it's autistic, so
Well, this is the first time I'm putting tags on his car.
So, in other words, either you've been driving somebody else's car or you've been driving the car illegally.
So it is, yeah, $358 for that. $50 for a tie rod. $50 to put it on, and then whatever a used tire would cost, and to get it mounted. So let's just say 50 to be conservative for that. Yeah, if I was just renewing the plate, it would be cheaper. But this is just a flat out, I've got to get tags. I'm on a drive out tag, so I've got to get my tags. So about $500, a little over $500 to get the car tip top to be.
I wonder how long he's been driving with those drive out tags. Here, if you buy a car, new or used, you get a 10-day permit. And after that, within those 10-day permit, you have to go get your tags, your license plate.
Able to do anything else in it. And then we're sitting here with wanting to do that. And then can't do that because everything we get is going towards keeping our heads above water.
Yeah, exactly. What about insurance? If he goes into an accident, it's going to be his fault. He's going to have to pay it out of his UHA to pay for the damage of the other person's car, and plus the damage of his car.
myself, I lost a job that I didn't think I would ever lose, and it was just like it snowballed from there. We stayed with my dad for a little while after we lost our house. Then the truck we had almost paid off. Oil pump goes out in it. First we met.
My sister pays, I think, 100 and something for car insurance a month for a 2010.
This is my motor up to the point to where I was about to get a new motor put in it. And everything just kept snowballing and snowballing and snowballing. And I had to leave my dad's house, came to the hotel, and that was one of the stupidest mistakes we ever made, was coming to the hotel. Thank you, Paulette. Like, it was a situation where, like, it was the best thing to do at the time, but the worst thing to do for long term, because now we're in the cycle of, dear God, I can't even catch my breath long enough to get ahead of one thing, and now there's a fucking laundry list long of things.
It's like this guy is not mature enough to live out on his own. I think he needs to go. Yeah, he needs to learn what responsibility is.
It turned into a very bad situation, Amy. So it was a bad situation, and we had to get out of it. So not to go too much into that. CJ, that's a big negative there. We're just now getting to where we're talking again 2 times a week. So
Yeah, my sister drives a 2010 Hyundai Genesis 3.0.
did have a 401k at the last job, but I'll tell you, I thought I was more prepared if something happened in life, and I wasn't. When you lose a job, a house, and in the midst of losing the house, you lose your vehicle too, and you're just sitting there like, how does all of this happen?
It's called responsibility. If you were responsible enough, you wouldn't have everything taken.
Virtually course of a few months, you know. And I thought, man, we get out there at the hotel, get working good somewhere, we'll be able to get out of it fast. But boy, I was wrong on that. So the 401k is done been cashed out and used. Honestly, didn't have much in the 401k because I didn't have it for that long at my job. So we've been in the hotel for about a year, a little bit over a year, you know.
And you got nothing to show. You've been in a hotel for a year. I know some people that were homeless, and within 6 months, I could say, they found a place, full rent or low income, one of those two.
Let other stuff happen. About 8 months prior to us going to the hotel, somewhere in that ballpark. So
That's true. Well, Tim goes to work, but she stays in bed all day.
Oh yeah, I'll get taxes back at tax season and everything. It's just I really want us out of this situation before then.
Okay. Do you report your Cash Apps, your Chime, your Venmo, PayPal? 'Cause that's taxable.
Yeah, we're not even looking for anything big, man. It's like a studio apartment. Somebody got a apartment added onto their house, a room they're renting out that's got but man, just something, something to get out of this situation to where it's not so much money going towards it, so we can actually save money to get to the next situation, the next step. Thank you, Paulette, for all the gifts. They are hard to find, especially around here when everything's controlled by a few people. Like all the renting stuff around here is controlled by just a few people, and it's they have it very they have their racket very tight.
Like I said earlier, go to a rooming house, explain your situation, that you have a job, you didn't get paid yet, show proof that you have a job, and you could get a soft hearted landlord that would take you in.
Be Rusty, at this hotel we've been paying $90 a day. Uh, the hotel we was at before this we was paying $350 a week.
Did it work enough to get a refund? I have no idea.
Steph really can't afford it. I can't afford to even get there with the car issues and stuff. I just can't. I can't afford it once I get to where I can start getting the card and everything back to where it's supposed to be. I could do DoorDash when I'm not working.
Well, do it. Oh, yeah, the tie rod and the tire.
No, there's not any union jobs here. I don't even know where the closest union job could be around here. It used to be Goodyear, Union City. Oddly enough, Union City, Union. But yeah, and it's
She can't work because she has epilepsy.
I'm trying to find something else now to go with what I just got. So my thumb pop probably did. Seems like I've tried that out. A lot of them you've got to have an actual debit card,
Nothing wrong with that.
and I only have prepaid cards right now. So
Well, it's easy. You could easily go to the bank and get a bank account. That's what I did.
I'll look it up real quick. It seems like I've. Did you know? That's what your phone just said. Yeah, there's so many of them. Like Dave, you have to have a regular card to get any kind of advancement. Um, Somebody told me about one the other night, and it was the same way. Oh, wait a minute. This. Also, that's not a loan app. That's a job app. I got you. I'm with you. Now, when you said that, I thought you meant like a payday place. Okay, I'll definitely look more into this whenever.
Okay, see, I thought that was it.
David, this is something different, maybe.
Oh,
No, I thought she was talking about a loan app. That's what I thought. Hey, Tater's mom. When she said that, I thought it was like Earn It or something like that. But when I looked into it, I see what she's talking about now. But when she said pay that day, I thought that's what she meant was. I'm kind of looking at it now. It's got some good stuff on there, but
Yeah, she could work at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. Hell, she get free coffee. I got free coffee when I worked at Tim Hortons. When I worked. But she's a princess. You know, princess don't work. Yeah, they got everything free.
she's been trying to find a legit job she can do from where we're staying and stuff. People will send her information. It's like, oh, you got to have a laptop. You got to have this. And we don't have that. We've got our phone.
Okay, a lot of companies they will give you a laptop. I did a work from home job and they supply the laptop. They supply everything you need. You're right, Janie. There's no way he can feel like a man and not be able to provide. He has laziness, just like her.
Job I have now will let me borrow up to half my paycheck or half the hours that are documented at that time of the borrow. Okay, Amber, I may have to take you up on that because she talked to one place, and that was the only holding it up was we just didn't have a laptop. Yeah, that's Tater's mom. Mama, you're correct on that. You take your money out daily. When it comes to payday, you don't have nothing. But if you get by daily, it seems to be what we're barely doing these days. And I gotta get off here in a few minutes and start getting ready for work. Uh, Amber, I'm gonna send her your way to talk about the work from home. Amber says she works from home.
And Janie, yeah, apparently he's headed for work. He's only working 3 hours a day.
Maybe she can. Maybe we can get you directed. I close tonight, so yeah, it's rough out there.
Bingo. Reach me. Yeah. He wants everything handed to him.
Work's been really good. Okay, I'm with you now, Amber. I'm okay. I'm reading so much stuff. I think everything's starting to flow together. Steph, yes, we do. See, I knew there was a question back there that I needed to answer, and everything's just running together at this point. So it's gonna be a fun time at work tonight. There is a good chance I could go full time. I mean, they told me that everybody starts off part time, and it's all on work performance and stuff, and so I'm hoping that it flows into a full time position. Excuse me, guys.
Janie, I don't know. I can't confirm or deny that. I can't. I don't know if he has a job. But we'll see come Friday when he gets his first paycheck. We all want to be princess. Yeah, he's going to say not enough hours. Um, what else? He got fired. Um, he owed more money because he took another loan.
I don't know if she'll be on here live while I'm at work. Uh, I will most likely be back home once I get off work, unless I have a miracle happen and someone swoops in and helps me with $63 between now and time for me to go to work. So it would be nice to come home and um, lay down and spend a few minutes with her watching TV and stuff. But that's not the. It's not the.
It's possible. It's possible. In a way, my little devil side is telling me I hope he doesn't get the money, but I know he will.
Luxury we have yet. I know, babe.
I think so because he started when about a week ago or so, and he's been working 3 hours. So, from what I could think of, he worked 5 days, 6 days within that time period. So, 3 hours times 5, 15 hours. Plus, they're going to take some taxes off and everything.
Okay, guys. So I muted that for a minute.
Seems like he didn't get the
Pretty
money.
bird, Bella. Not good. Not good. I can't even sugarcoat that answer anymore. She's just upset.
She didn't sound upset.
Um,
She didn't sound upset about last week or so when she got her hair done. Cut and dyed. Give or take. It's like I could be wrong, I could be right. So don't take my word for it that he works 3 hours a day. But it's just the way he's talking. It's like the other day he was saying that he started at 5 till 8.
the last, y'all know from watching and being here and everything, the last week or so, it's been nothing but there's no time there. It's time that I wish I could have spent with her watching her judge shows and stuff. Uh, I had to get on here and ask for help. If it's going to go to work, be gone for several hours, and come home and ask for help.
That right there is my princess. She acts like it too.
So it's like, it's almost like we're in the same room together, but we're not spending any time together. So she's worried about everything else that's going on. Yeah, she loves Judge Mathis and People's Court. She loves those shows. Fur Baby's doing good. She's around here asleep somewhere.
Probably hiding under the bed.
I've done grown to like them, so she's done watched so many of them. I'm just like, okay, it's cool, Star.
Oh, this one's a bitch. She's a real diva. It's all about ice cream and wet food. Yeah, when you going live, Sophie?
No, Monroe, we are still $63 short.
We are in the 90s here. Apparently, the heat wave is going to be done tomorrow morning.
So, hey, Crystal.
I need to go jump in a pool. Hey, Brenda.
Yeah, we're 63 short. I've got 27 of it. Crystal, not good. I'm not doing good today at all.
My Diamond Art, I have the picture I'm using right now. Okay. I have that, and it's like, what, 90% done? It's been like that for a couple months. I get bored easily.
I'll have to leave here just a little bit after 4. I'm not too far away, so I will have to get up here in a minute, though, and get myself together.
Yeah, his check is probably going to be covering one day, and the rest he's going to be spending it on either her cosmetic or going out for dinner.
There's my 3:30 alarm to let me know, hey, you can snooze this once, then you've got to get up.
This was well, it started at about 3:30 my time, Eastern.
I've set alarms for
But it ended about
stuff that I got to do. If I don't, okay, I'm gonna look into that for myself too. Amber said looking at dispatch work.
it's a little bit over
Now,
2.5 hour.
do something like she's asked what it is there. I don't know if it's Tennessee. It'll probably be 8. Kind of half uniform, half regular clothes.
So in other words, you're wearing a vest.
You run knee popping? Is it?
I'm sure Sophie would like to have most sometime off. So I'm sure she'll drive him nuts and he'll drive her nuts. It's not good spending 24 hours a day.
That knee's popping so much.
You'll have him all the time, Sophie. Soon.
We'll both definitely look into that. Angel, it seems like the time I get to where I'm not working, I'm having to sit here and stress and try to get help on the room. Okay. I was thinking like 911 dispatch too. I wasn't even thinking like record services and stuff like that has dispatch.
Yeah, taxi dispatch, 911. That's intense training. Wonder if you could do that. Because you have to train for everything, every situation. How to keep calm. I don't think you would. If somebody calls, well, I need somebody's breaking in my house. You have to be calm. I don't think you're going to be that calm.
So I didn't even. I wasn't even thinking about trucking companies dispatching and stuff like that. When they said dispatch, I thought 911 dispatch, but that is never thought about trucking companies and stuff.
Sophie, did the leaves fall? Did they turn brown and fall down so you can make a big pile and jump in? And are you wearing a hoodie?
Nice. Donna, not good at all. Not good at all. We are still $63 away from having the room covered for tomorrow. If anybody can help with anything of that, it would be appreciated. I'm in Dyersburg, Tennessee. About to get up here and start getting ready for work.
Hasn't happened here yet, and I'm up north.
Definitely gonna look into that stuff because I didn't even think about dispatching like that. So Donna, I'm working a little bit of everything. Tonight I'm closing. I think I close for 2 more nights this week. Then I open one day. Then I work the middle of the day on another one.
Yeah, your brother's dog is so cute. Now in the family we got one, two, six, 7 cats in our family, and one dog. Well, it's about the size of like 15 dogs right now. He's a horse.
Yeah, yeah. We seen that the last time you posted it, Elizabeth.
So my brother has 2. I have 1, and my sister has 4.
Yeah, it is a lot. I'm more than aware of it's a lot. Y'all get my forehead for a minute.
Yeah, I only had this diva, this little brat.
Not getting an argument from me. Now the churches and stuff won't help around here. They used to help with people with rooms and stuff, but they got the short end of the stick a couple of times where they put people in a room and they got in there and trashed the room out, and then the churches was like, oh, hotels was like, hey, y'all got to pay for this if y'all put them in here. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Yeah, my sister's dog, she has a Great Pyrenees, so they're the size of mini horses, and she has a semi-open backyard, and she has to tie Buddy because Buddy, it's like those dogs. They have, um, they're not bright. Plus, their recall is bad. You can't trust him with being loose. She can't go to a wide open dog park. She has to go to a closed dog park, and she she used to tie him up outside every 2 to 3 hours or so. Now it's more because Buddy is like 5 or 6 years old right now, and now it's more. I want to go out. Buddy's going out. PetSmart? Yeah, I try to stay away from PetSmart.
Hey, Lulu. Okay. Yeah, they got about 4 more minutes before I got to jump off here, get myself together. If anybody could help with anything at all towards the room, guys, it would be appreciated. I mean, anything at all would be appreciated.
But right now, do I have the patience for a dog? I don't know. But I know I don't have the patience for a puppy.
We're 63 away from having it tomorrow. So if anybody could help us with anything at all, guys. And I've said this before, I really look forward to the day where we can just get on here and talk, and not about a bunch of stress. We all start having better days.
Hell no, it's not bad. So I feel the same way.
But I'll tell you who's having a good day now, and it's definitely the awareness group because we didn't get the help we needed right now. Got some. She actually used to sell Mary Kay. And it was crap to sell around here.
Yeah, you gotta be a good seller. If you're selling make cosmetic like Mary Kay or well, my mother used to have this joke about Mary Kay. Add water because back then you have to add some water to be liquidy in some products. Um, you gotta be. It's like out there. If you're selling for Avon, for you gotta go. And my mother, when she sold Avon, I was out putting the books. I was putting it in every door in the building.
My best thing was paparazzi.
Yeah. Best thing with paparazzi, and I don't have the money to get her started back on that.
Okay, Sophie.
You can about walk in Walmart and you can just about you can take a group of women, 10 women in Walmart, and 6 out of the 10 sells Avon.
Avon is not that popular anymore.
So
Hey, Shiloh.
I'd like to get her started back on paparazzi. She used to make really good money selling doing that. It was a jewelry company, but it's still.
I would like to have a cleaning lady. We all do.
Uh, I don't know what I was saying. I read a comment, went completely blank.
Well, I got when Gucci and Tires passed away. They gave me their paw print and fur, actually, and they're in a frame. I put them both in a frame with their names on it. And Bella, last Christmas, I went to I don't know, I think Dollarama or Dollar Tree. I found those kits for handprints. So I made one of Bella. I gotta finish it. It's been there since like what, November, December. I just gotta finish it. It has Bella's paw. So I wanna make it as a decoration to finish it.
Bob, give me that one.
Oh yeah, it's what is it, $100 for the kit to get started by?
That's what it used to be. I don't know if it's went up.
Whatever the starting kit is, that's don't have the money, Mama Princess, to get the starting kit to get back on it. So, um, that's definitely on the list of things I want to be able to do in the future is get her back to selling paparazzi. But
Yeah, my sister's talks the same way.
so right now, if we had $100, it would be keeping us afloat for another day. No, she doesn't have any jewelry left over. She used to sell out all the time.
Yeah, sometimes I'd sell out before I could even do a live.
So she used to make pretty good at it. It wasn't nothing to make a few extra $100 a week selling it. There's my alarm again. So, well, guys, I gotta get up and get myself together for work. Uh, and she sold some very pretty stuff. I'm sitting here right now, absolutely.
Yeah, you have to be out there in order to sell Avon or Mary Kay, whatever. You got to go. You got to do the footwork. Like I said, um, my mother and I used to do it. Just we lived in a big apartment building. My mother would just say, "Here, can you bring in the books?" She'll probably give me like a $2 or whatever. Like just for the work, and I would put it on. Sometimes we didn't have enough books, and my mother was volunteering in a hospital. She would give out some books there. Later,
You
Kiwi.
have to
Thank you for
DM
coming.
her about the upline and all that stuff because I don't remember everything. Headed to Walmart.
Oh, I tried the Avon thing, and now I'm no.
God, I wish I did have a job that paid for the hotel. That would be, I'd move with it and everywhere else. I'm sitting here stressed out because I know I'm gonna go in and I'll be stressed all night long, and it's just I'm not looking forward to it at all. So it's gonna be no, we don't have a Starbucks. Yes, Angel, most definitely. Yeah. Mama Princess said the jewelry went up to $8.
See, I was thinking that it did, but I wasn't sure. So that means the kids probably went up some too.
Probably did. That's fine, Sky. I don't mind people coming in here and just listening and stuff. And I don't mind people asking questions. So if y'all ever have a question y'all want to ask, feel free to ask it. The only thing I ask is just be respectful when you do it.
I got a question. Did you pay that lady back the $300 that you were supposed to pay?
Um, some fancier jewelry too. Um, she won't stay on here doing this because it's just the groups that come after us tend to go after her a little bit harder because they know she has a short fuse, and they get their little videos they can show of her getting mad, making her upset, and everything. So
Like the day when you guys got kicked out and she broke her smartwatch.
oh wow, she's about to look back in the paparazzi and see what all's changed. So, but I got to get off here. Got to get myself ready for work, and then whenever I get home tonight, I'll probably eat me a quick sandwich, and then you know,
She's probably asking a question. She wants her coffee. That's probably what I'm going to do after. Yeah, I guess you have to raise your hand. They're muted.
still just 99 for the kit. Sarah, Steph says she looked it up.
Oh, okay.
She might be live tomorrow, Courtney.
So 99 for the preview kit, $2.99 for the big kit.
Yeah, right.
That's not too bad. It's still, that's a down the road type thing. Guys, I'm getting off here. I gotta get ready for work, and I guess I'll see you guys later tonight. Y'all take it easy. And Angel, definitely DM me what you was talking about there.
Anyways, yeah.
4 seconds left. Welcome in, Logan. Everyone double tap.
That's it. We're done. And anyways, thank you all for coming. And yeah, have an amazing night. And yeah, hopefully Sophie is gonna go on. Gonna go live tomorrow. Yeah, they were. She seems to be like she was sniffing. So I think she was crying. So I don't know. So, anyways, have an amazing night, and I'll see you all sometime this week. Bye bye.